आ रहा है? गुड मॉर्निंग तेजस्वी, गुड मॉर्निंग साई, शुभोदनम, शुभोदनम। गुड मॉर्निंग सर, शुभोदनम। यस विघ्नेश, गुड मॉर्निंग। गुड मॉर्निंग श्राव्या, गुड मॉर्निंग टिंकू। अर्पित गुड मॉर्निंग। गुड मॉर्निंग दर्शक, गुड मॉर्निंग नूनावत, गुड मॉर्निंग, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग sir. Did you have? Yeah, thank you so much Vani. Yes, I had my breakfast. Yeah, good morning Anjali, good morning Parmesh. So Navya, good morning beta. Beta, it will not start on your discretion, it will start only on time beta. Sai Darshan, Santosh, good morning beta. Good morning Diksha, good morning Chaturteja. I hope you are doing great, everything is okay and fine at your place. Good morning Sanvi beta. Beta, in tomorrow's test, whatever we have learned till Thursday, and might be very basic of studies. Otherwise, whatever we have covered till Thursday, you give it. And do not worry, just try to remember the important things. So it's, as it is your first test, so do not worry much. Yeah, everything is okay over here. Once to quick recall to our, yeah, I will do. Definitely I will do. Thanks for reminding me. But I want this enthusiasm and this energy to be maintained till you have qualified in your exam. I want this energy to maintain. Okay, keep this momentum going, keep going, and try to maintain and channelize all your energy. Actually, it's a national level exam. Okay, so they require you to practice very hard. They want you to be in the top. So you have to work like a topper. Okay, we have to work on daily basis. Fine. Good morning, Akshara. So any doubt from the previous class? I will be recapping it, I will be revising it, but till 11:15 we are having 3 minutes, so you can ask any doubt from any classes which we have attended. Okay, so any doubt from the day first, any doubt you are having, we can resolve. As you are preparing for molar mass, yeah, I will be telling you molar mass, right? I will be explaining you molar mass once again. Okay, anything else beta? Anything else from other students? So you have started your preparation for test, right? Yes, you have started your preparation for test. Sir, I couldn't attend yesterday's class. Do not worry, beta. As Vignesh, you will get the recorded video, or most of the things we will cover in today's class again, right? So I explain equivalent. No, I haven't discussed equivalent mass, beta. Shravya, till now we haven't discussed equivalent mass, but sooner we will be discussing it. Anything else which we have studied, which we have already studied, and you are having doubt? The things which we haven't studied, if you want to ask, you can ask me personally on Telegram group. Otherwise, the rest of the things which we have taught, and you want them to, you are having any doubt, or you want them, you want me to explain them once again, then I will do it. Because there are a lot of things. Okay, so someone have heard, let's say, crystal field theory. They will try to know what is crystal field theory. Someone have heard vapor pressure, colligative properties. So there are thousands of things. Okay, so for now, whatever we have discussed, or anything which you were not able to understand while reading the notes, or so you can ask those things. Fine. We will start with very basic again. See, I have told you that substances in the chemistry, in most of the topics, we will be discussing with the pure substances, or in mixtures, we will discussing with in separate chapters about gases and liquids, or in surface chemistry. Yes, good morning, Deepak. So these things regarding mixtures, we will be discussing in separate chapters, but most of the topics we will be discussing with substances, pure substances. So pure substances, as we have studied, can be classified into two things: elements and compounds. Okay, elements and compounds. So elements are made up of atoms. So if we want to weigh the mass of one atom, it is very difficult for us. We cannot weigh the mass of one atom. So it was very difficult because it has very little mass. So what we have done, we tried to calculate relative atomic mass. And we, in yesterday's class, we have seen that we tried to calculate relative atomic mass with respect to carbon-12 isotope. So we said that any atom of carbon-12 will be having 12 units of weight. We said any atom of carbon-12 atom will be having 12 units of weight. Now we need to figure out what is this unit. Okay, so we studied that also. Yes, good morning, Niharika. That 1 unit is nothing but 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram, known as 1 AMU or 1 U. If you also want to solve it, it is nothing but 1 by Na, Avogadro's number, which we have discussed in the last class. You can write it like this: 1 by Na gram. Na is a value which you already know. Na is nothing but Avogadro's number, which possesses this much value, which is having this much value. If we see, this is the exact mass of proton, or we can say 1.6.7 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. It is the similar to the weight of proton or neutron. It is nothing but the weight of proton or neutron. So we can say that one carbon-12 atom is nothing but 12 proton or 12 neutron, or combinedly we can say 12 nucleons. It's nothing but weight of 12 nucleons. So this is how we try to calculate the mass of sulfur atomic mass. Yeah, they have given beta AMU. they have given AMU, but in case of relative there is no unit. So depending upon what we are doing, they have given beta, that is AMU. If you want to calculate the mass of 1 atom, 2 atom or 3 atom, it will be calculated in terms of AMU. Okay, so I want to ask one question: how many atoms of helium are present in 72 AMU of weight? The options are, you can write 4, 36, 18, 'I want others answer as well. If you have studied yesterday's class, I have told you some golden rules. First was, coming to the next class, always revise previous class notes, right? Always revise. This is your first thing. Always revise previous class notes. This is one thing which you need to practice very regularly. What will happen after 1.5 years? You will say, sir, what should I do now to get good score in the exam? You need to do only this simple thing, very simple thing. You need to follow it regularly, on regular basis. That is why I listened that master was saying that you should not attend any marriage function or birthday function, and he is very right. This exam is a state of mind. It's a state of mind. You need to remain in a bubble. You must have experienced the lockdown. Those students who prepare for the national level exams like NEET and JEE, they remain in a bubble. They create a situation of lockdown for themselves only. When we were preparing in Kota, then we were used to create the same environment. We were not attending any social function. We used to go home once or twice in a year. But as you guys are staying in your home, you should try to isolate yourself and try to give more time to study. And whatever time you require, you should entertain yourself by playing games or listening to music, right? Do not spend more time on social media. That will be very detrimental to you all guys. So first thing, very simple thing. If someone can ask, what should I do to get nice rank or Bagundi rank or to perform Goppu, right? For all the cases, you need to follow this one basic thing, that is revise. Always come by revising the notes. Okay, always come by revising the notes. And the second thing is, complete the assignment on time. The assignment on time. These are some basic things. You need to complete the assignment. It will take huge amount of time initially, very huge amount of time. Okay, but slowly and gradually you will be able to solve the given assignment with the available time. Okay, so these two things are one of the basic things. First thing is revise always come in the class by revising previous class, and second thing is complete the assignment on time. And third thing which will help you to analyze yourself, which will help you to analyze and reboot your study, that is attempt all the tests. Do not postpone them. Do not means do not. There is no option to postpone them. Whatever the reason, birthday, marriage, your tabiyat is not good, okay, such kind of excuses will not work. So these are some basic things which you need to write it, remember it, and follow them, and you will see a great or a huge or significant improvement in your studies and in your marks. It might take time, but it's a long race. It's a long race, and in that you need to maintain consistency as well as discipline. So these are the few basic things which you need to remember, and whenever there is any doubt, just go and see these things. These might look tiring, or these might look that it will require high efforts. Yes, this will require high efforts, but that is why we have chosen to appear for NEET and JEE exam. Okay, it requires a demand on the daily basis. So just remember, I am telling you because I have told you that helium का atomic mass होता है 4. If you remember, it has 4 nucleons. One atom of helium contains 2 proton and 2 neutron. Considering that its relative atomic mass is 4, its atomic mass will be 4 AMU. Its atomic mass is 4 AMU. So one atom will carry 4 AMU weight. Now it is given that 1872 AMU. It's a very simple division. I have seen only 2 or 3 students have given right answer. That is why I am telling, follow the basics and improve. Okay, follow the basics and you will not face any problem in such kind of questions. It's a previous year asked question, right? They do not ask very difficult thing, but they want you to follow the basics, and the correct answer will be 18 atoms, right? So this is also another important thing you should know. So in the previous class, we have learned about mole. What is mole? I will be writing it again. It is nothing but it is amount of mass. It is amount of any substance. It is amount of any substance which contains any number of particles. Okay? Depending upon the substance, it will tell you what. Depending upon the substance, it will have any number of particles, and the weight of those any particle will be considered as mole. The unit of mole is, it is written as mole, represented as mole. This is its unit, mole, right? So there will be any particles. Let us say someone asks you what will be the molar mass. So, but someone asked me what is molar mass. It represents, molar mass is nothing but mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole. So its unit will be, very important thing, unit, gram per mole. Its unit will be gram per mole. So it is nothing but mass of 1 mole. Now someone wants to know what is the molar mass of helium. What is the molar mass of helium? What is the molar mass of helium? So let us calculate molar mass of helium. We know someone is a question is given that calculate molar mass. Molar mass is nothing but mass of 1 mole. Okay, we know mass of one atom. We already know mass of 1 atom. So we can say number of particle present in 1 mole. कितना particle present है? That is number of particles present in 1 mole into mass of 1 particle, mass of 1 atom, right? That will be the molar mass of helium. If you want to calculate it, okay, if you want to calculate it, The number present in 1 mole is nothing but 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, and its mass is 4 AMU. Is it visible if I am writing over there? Is it visible to all, or shall I? Let me write it here, right? Yes, sir, visible. Okay, thank you so much. So molar mass of helium. Let's say molar mass of helium. So it will be equal to number of particles, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. We all know that 1 mole will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles. That's very simple. You can ask to your father, mother, or your brother. You can try to explain him or her this simple concept. What is 1 mole? It's a simple and interesting thing, and it will enhance your understanding. You try to explain them what is 1 mole. Papa, what is 1 mole? I say you first explain him and then try to ask him. Okay, what will be 1 mole of mangoes? What will be 1 mole of oranges? Anything which is your favorite. You can ask him, Papa, please buy 1 mole of chocolates for me. Now that's a very huge number. Someone cannot buy. It's a very huge number, right? So molar mass of helium is nothing but total particles present in 1 mole into mass of 1. That is 4 AMU. That is 4 AMU. Now we have learned 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 into 4. AMU is nothing but, we have written just now, it is 1 by Na gram. Okay, AMU is nothing but 1 by Na gram. So you can calculate it. Na cancel, it will come as 4 gram. As unit is per mole, you want to calculate it per mole, so it will be gram per. So the molar mass of helium is nothing but 4 gram, right? If you take if you want to take 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles of helium, and you want to weigh it, if you calculate its weight, it will come as 4 gram. We have already written it in the previous class, that whatever is the atomic mass, that will be its gram molar mass. Gram atomic mass is known as molar mass for elements. Okay, so is that clear? Someone asked me, Satvik, I think Satvik has asked. So is that clear, beta? 4 gram per mole molar mass. Will you be able to calculate? Will you be able to calculate the molar mass? So first understand the definition. Mole. What is mole? Mole is nothing but it is amount of substance. Yes, 1 AMU is 1 by Na. Gram. Sai Prasad, it's gram. Try to write the unit as well. Okay, it's not kg, it's not second, it's not meter. It is 1 by Na gram. Right? So simple things. If similarly someone asks molar mass of NaOH, molar mass of NaOH, nothing. It will be simply 40 gram. You calculate its molecular mass, but how, sir? But you just see, we have calculated 1 AMU is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. You solve it, it will be numerically similar to 1.6022 into 10 raised to 23. Both will be same thing, right? Both will be same. Once, can you please repeat? Repeat what, beta? Repeat what? See, I will explain through this example. NaOH. We have already learned that molecular mass or atomic mass is nothing but it's just a number of summation of protons and neutrons. That is basically, it's a summation of atomic masses. So for this thing, it's summation of atomic masses. Atomic mass of sodium, atomic mass of oxygen, atomic mass of hydrogen. So it will be equal to 23 plus oxygen ka hota hai 16, hydrogen 1. So it will be its molecular mass, that is 40. If someone wants to calculate molecular mass of one molecule ka mass, then it will come as 40 AMU. If someone wants to calculate molar mass, as it is mass of one molecule, so molar mass of NaOH will be nothing but number of particles present in 1 mole into mass of 1 molecule. So it will come as 40 gram. So if you know mass number or molecular mass or gram molar mass, all will have same numerical value but different unit. It will have different unit because the number of particles are changing. In molecular mass, there is only one particle. In molar mass, there are any number of particles. That is why unit is changing. But luckily you can say, or interestingly you can say, the numerical value is remaining same, right? If you take mass of one molecule, it will come as 40 mu. For mass of 1 mole, it will come as 40 gram. Is it okay, beta? Is it okay with everyone? We have already done the same practice, but with these some other molecules, I will do the same thing. First thing you remember, molar mass is nothing but it is mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole bole to it is mass of Na particles. It is mass of Na particles. So if you are knowing the mass of one particle, you can easily calculate mass of Na particle. Let's say my weight is 80 kilogram. My weight is 80 kilogram. Right? If there are any number of particles are present like me, so how much their weight will be? Simple. If any number of particles are present, so Na into 80 kg. So this is simple unitary method, simple counting. Simple counting is there, right? You can also calculate something like this: K2SO4, Al2SO4 का whole thrice dot 24H2O. Have you heard about this molecule? This is one molecule, beta. This is one molecule. This is known as alum, or in Hindi we call it fitkari. Fitkari, right? This is fitkari. It is used to purify the water. It is used to purify the water. Someone asked to calculate the mass of this thing. What will you do? To calculate, you just add. There are 2 potassium. So 2 into, let's say potassium ka weight is 39. Then sulfur. Sulfur is how much? 1. So 32. Then 4 oxygen. 4 into 16. Then aluminium. Aluminium carries 27 weight. So 2 into 27. Then again sulfur. Sulfur is having 16 and oxygen is having 4. Oh, sorry, I have written 16. That is 32. And 4 into 16. So till here we have calculated. Till here we have calculated plus 24 H2O. H2O 16 plus 2. So they are asking you to calculate this. Just calculate it, add it, and tell me what will be the answer. This is known as LM. Calculate and tell me the answer. If you are done with it, you can also calculate FeSO4 dot ammonium twice SO4 dot 6H2O. This is known as Mohr salt. Mohr salt. 948 AMU beta. Is it okay? $772. So you could have done it easily. There are 2 potassium, so 2 into 39 plus there are, if you see sulfate unit, there are 4 sulfate unit, 1 here and 3 here. So 4 into 1 sulfate unit, that is 32 plus 40, 64. Then aluminium, 2 aluminium, 2 into 27. Then water are 24 into 18. You can calculate it. I do not know. What about this? What about this? I think 942 or 944 is the correct answer. $48 होना चाहिए बेटा शायद. Yes, 948 will be the correct answer. So answer will be 948. So C, 948 gram per mole, right? You do not need to remember this. Just for the calculation sake, I have told you how to calculate molar mass. The molar mass, this will be your molar mass. This is molar mass. If you take 1 mole, then its mass will be 948. So if you take 1 mole, if you take 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles of this salt, this is double salt. This is double salt. This is known as double salt. If you dissolve it into water, it will get dissociated into its complete ions, right? K, aluminium, sulfate, all ions will be there in the water. What about this? What about this? Fe is 56. Fe is 56. If you are done with this, you can calculate also H3PO4. Phosphoric acid. This is, yes, 392. Very nice. Okay, 392 gram per mole. That is its molar mass. This is phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. So I will be sending you notes maybe by today. I will send it today only. Okay. So you go through these questions and all these things. You will get better idea about molar mass, gram molecular mass, what is gram atomic mass, all these things. There will be a lot of questions. Some question we will do. Right, H3PO4. It is nothing similar to H2SO4. 98 gram per mole आएगा. H2SO4 का भी same होता है. H2SO4 also has same molecular mass, 98 gram per mole, right? So calculate me, just calculate me charge on, I have already, might be I have already told you charge on 1 mole of electrons. I want you to calculate charge on 1 mole of electron. No, it will come as beta 98. You are not adding the phosphorus. What is the mass of phosphorus beta? Sai Prasad, go and revise it beta. Phosphorus का mass क्या होता है? That will not be beta -1. Calculate on 1 mole. It's not 1. It is not 1. It is 1 mole. Yes, 31. Okay, you add it 31. Then this will be 34 and this will be 64. So it will come as 98. Yes, nice. Phosphorus ka mass is 31. You are adding only 15. It's the mass of phosphorus is 31. So I have already told you to go and look at the periodic table. I will again providing you some important elements. Okay, you just go through those elements and try to remember their masses. Right? What will be the charge on 1 mole of electron? Any one of you? Mass of charge on 1 mole of electron. So this is Mohr salt, this is Lm. You should remember the formula of Lm and Mohr salt. Charge beta, Mansa, I am asking you the charge, not the mass. I am asking you the charge. And 1 mole. What is 1 mole? No, guys, you are not listening it properly. What kg beta? Kg, how can you can define charge in kg? kg is unit of weight. Where is Sai Prasad? एक बार video खोलना Sai Prasad. No, Hinduja, you are again wrong. Yes, Sanvi has given the right answer. Sanvi has given the right answer. Navya, why gram per mole? The charge unit, the unit of charge is what? I want to interact with Sai Prasad. Where is Sai Prasad? Open your video. I am allowing you to open your video and mic. Please interact with me. Colombia. Okay, great. Where are you? Interact with me. Open your video. Sai Prasad, where are you? Just open your video, beta. What happened? What happened, Sai? I am so what? If you are outside, then also you can interact with me. Tell me what happened. कर दीजिए, बंद कर दीजिए इसका. Beta, charge on 1 mole. If you want to calculate charge on 1 mole, first of all, you should know charge on 1 electron. To calculate on any number of particles, you should know on 1 electron. Very good. Charge on 1 electron is nothing but 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Why not? You should write unit. Unit of charge is coulomb, right? Then you are asked to calculate charge on 1 mole. 1 mole indirectly, he or she, whoever given the problem, wants to tell, yes, someone is given the right answer. Anjali, I think Anjali has given the right answer. So they want you to calculate on 1 mole. So 1 mole of electron will carry charge. अगर आपको निकालना है, so number of electron in 1 mole, and then charge on 1 electron. This is how you have to calculate. So number of electron in 1 mole, nothing but 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, and charge on 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So the answer will come as, approximately it will come as 96,500 coulomb, negative ka. Approximately. Yes, Ajit, very nice. Few students have given the right answer. So you should not be in hurry. First solve the question, then try to recalculate it, try to analyze whether you have written it right or not. You are writing answer on public platform. Okay, so just think it once at least before writing it. So the answer will be 96,500 coulomb. You can remember this value, beta. because this value is known as Faraday's charge. This value is known as Faraday's charge. So there was a scientist known as Faraday. He has given this value. So he termed this value as Faraday. So 1 Faraday, what is 1 Faraday? 1 Faraday charge, if someone asked, 1 Faraday charge, it is nothing but 96,500 coulomb. If someone says 2 Faraday charge, it is represented by F, small f, sorry, this F. If someone says 2 Faraday's charge, so it is nothing but 2 into 96,500 coulomb, and it will be possessed by 2 mole of electron. And it was carried out by 1 mole of electron. So my next question is coming to you. You can write it, then we will move further. You just write it. If anyone is having any doubt, you can ask me. If you are done with it, then tell me. Completed, sir. Very nice. Good. Have you understood it? Have you understood it? Yes, nice. So now calculate the charge present on 1 mole of first sodium ion Na plus, second magnesium ion, third aluminium ion, fourth oxide ion, this is oxide beta, fifth something like this, FeCN6-2. So just try to calculate, just try to use your mind, and also try to recollect anything which I have told you in previous classes. You just help me in getting the answer of this first question. Na plus, 1 mole of Na plus will have how much charge? How much charge it will have? 1 mole of Na plus, how much charge will be present? Just a guess, or the correct answer which you are thinking. Na plus will be having how much charge? Anyone? How much charge is present? +1 what beta यार? Yes Vignesh, आप एक बार yes Vignesh को open करना. Vignesh beta, open your video. I want to interact with you. Bhavya, you are also not responding in a correct way. You are not listening properly. Yes, yes, Vignesh. Open your video, beta. Yes, +1 is not correct, beta. +1 is very huge number, and even you are not. I don't have webcam. Okay. How is it possible, beta? You are not having webcam. You are using. You are. You are not. You are not using your mobile phone or tablet. Beta, first thing is that you need to mention the unit. You need to mention the kg. If I am asking what is your weight, if I ask what is your weight, tell me, Vignesh, tell me what is your weight. What is your weight? $60 kg. Why did you say kg? Why didn't you say 60 only? Right? You have to mention the unit. You have to mention the unit. Okay. If you go and say 60 kg, everyone can understand. But if you say I am 1.5 ton or 1.5 mon, nobody will understand that. Or someone says I am this much of pound. We are not using such units. So you have to remember coulomb. Coulomb is very high. Now you are also getting it wrong. Anjali, I have discussed in the previous classes. You guys are not listening it carefully or revising the notes. Okay. See, Na plus, how Na plus has formed? Na plus formed by releasing one electron. It is formed on releasing one electron. We cannot write Na 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. It is understood in chemistry that if charge is present on any ion, it will be in terms of electrons. It will always be in terms of electrons. So Na plus is one atom of one ion of Na plus will be carrying 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 कूलम. यही तो गया. अगर आपका वेट 60 kg था, 1 kg लॉस हो गया, 59 बाकी रहा ना. हियर ऑल्सो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गया तो कितना स्क्वायर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आया? इतना पॉजिटिव चार्ज आया बेटा, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. ड्यू टू लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ रहा है. Because of loss of electron, it is getting positively charged with the value 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. 1 coulomb is very big charge, beta. 1 coulomb is very big charge. So one molecule or one ion will be having this much charge, but I am asking 1 mole. So 1 mole will be having Na into charge on electron. So it will come as, we have already calculated 1 Faraday. So Na plus, 1 mole of Na plus will be having 1 Faraday charge. Similarly, this will have Na, there are Na ions present, and each ion is having charge of 2 electrons. So it will carry nothing but 2 Faraday charge. Aluminium will carry 3 Faraday. This will carry minus of 2 Faraday. Because it has gained 2 electron. Nice. Now I am getting some answers. Great. Goppa. So listen carefully and try to understand. 1 coulomb charge is very large. Okay. We have already understood that when we will take any number of particles, then only it will come as 1 Faraday charge. Right? This will also, it seems to be very difficult, but you see here 2 electron. So it will have, yes, minus, very good, minus 2 Faraday charge. Great. Understood. Great, beta. Great. Thanks. I am getting some good positive responses. Great. You write it and then we will move ahead. You try to understand it that one coulomb is very high charge. Okay. You try to understand it. If you go and you want to buy 1 coulomb charge, it will possess many number of electrons, right? Good. Write it and then we will move ahead. So this was all about charge, and I am trying to give you such problems because in the 12th there will be a topic known as electrochemistry. There will be a topic known as electrochemistry. In that topic, you will be dealing with Faraday's. You will be dealing with Faraday. That is why I am trying to build your foundation. That is why I am trying to build your foundation. That is why I am giving so much of time. Otherwise, I could have solved directly, because I want you to understood what is 1 Faraday. In those cases, in electrochemistry, we will be providing this much of electricity, 1 Faraday electricity, and then substance will be getting broken down into its ions. Great, beta. If you have completed, now do one favor on me. Calculate number of electron present in 1 kg of present in 1 kg. It's a previous year question. If you are given a thela, if you are given a bucket in which it weighs 1 kg, now tell me how many electrons will be present there. Use your table, use your notes where I have given the mass of 1 electron, and through that try to calculate how many electrons will be present in 1 kg. नहीं बेटा, नहीं, that is wrong beta. Hanok, how much weight of 1 electron carries? Beta, charge and weight both are not same. Charge is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Yes, weight is right. Someone has written, Hinduja is written, but that is weight of 1 electron. That is weight of 1 electron. You have asked that if I have given you 1 kg of electrons, then how many electrons will be present there? It's simple. If someone tells you one mango is of 100 gram, so how many mangoes will be present in 1 kg? Right? It's simple as that. If you know the mass of 1 electron, someone has written mass of 1 electron is, Hinduja has written mass of 1 electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Right? So if you know the mass of 1, if you know the mass of 1 electron, okay, if you know the mass of 1 electron, then electrons present in 1 kg is nothing but 1 kg divided by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Kg se kg gaya, so it will come as something 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 30, sorry, plus 30. This is our answer. No, all your answer are galat beta. Yes, in terms of moles, this is right. I think in terms of moles, it might be right. Yes, your answer will be right in terms of moles, but I have asked only number of electrons. I have asked only number of electrons. So if you are calculating moles, then that is right. Ajit and Bhavya. If you are calculating moles, then that is right. Yes, right, Rajit. Ajit, your answer is right. So as number of is this, and we know 1 mole possesses 1 mole of electron कितना होता है 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, or for numerical purpose you can use 6 into 10 raised to 23. So in 1.1 into 10 raised to 30 electrons will be present. How much moles electron? Simply 1.1 into 10 raised to 30 upon Na, that is 6 into 10 raised to 23. Someone has given right answer 1.8 into 10 raised to 6 moles. If you want to calculate moles, then this is the correct. This is the electrons. This is the electrons. This is just the number. Is it okay? Is it okay? You can write it. Second question इसी में लिख सकते थे आप. Calculate moles of electron present. If you know the number, See, we have already written one formula in the yesterday's class. If you know the number, then moles can be calculated by given particles upon Avogadro number. There was another formula, moles can be given by given weight upon molar mass. Okay. So these two formula we have already studied in the previous class. Given particle upon Na, we have used the similar formula to calculate number of moles. Moles is represented by small n. Moles are represented by small n, right? So you write it down and then we will move ahead. We will calculate few more examples. We will do few more questions. Have you written it, beta? Have you written it? I will be explaining these things again and again. So do not worry. Do not worry. Okay, write it, beta. Do not worry. Do not get. Try to maintain your patience. I will teach you each and everything. How much difficult or how much simple it is looking to you. You will understand it and you will be able to solve these things very easily. Just have some patience. We will be solving questions, and on the basis of those questions, you will be building your concept. Just try to solve the question. Do not worry about numerical. That is numerical solving. Sir, second question. Second question. Should I give you second question or you want me to explain this thing? Bhavya. This question is saying calculate number of moles present in this number of particles. So use this formula. Okay, I will give you. Obviously, I will give you. But this time the question is different. This time the question is bit different. But I hope you calculate number of protons. Calculate number of protons present in 600 gram. Okay, I will give your options. 200 mole. Calculate number of moles. 600 moles. 20 moles. 60 moles. I am giving you the options and try to calculate it. Use all the things which we have already studied in previous classes. So I am trying to use all those concepts, all those values which we have learned in previous classes. $60 moles. Someone saying 60 moles. Let's see. Check it once again, beta. Vani, check it once again. What is the weight of proton? What is the weight of one proton? What is the weight of one proton? Satvika 20 moles, Mansa, Shruti 600 mole. Yes, Shruti is right, beta. You have given the correct answer. Beta, I have already shared the notes with the management and they will share these notes with you. Try to solve all the questions. Okay, if someone is lacking in class, then they can do one thing. go home and try to solve all these problems by your own, right? I am getting more answers. That is very nice. This is the correct answer. So the mass of one proton is nothing but 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Is it so? We have already written. Yes, very nice. So इतना ग्राम होता है, ये इसका मास ऑफ वन प्रोटॉन है बेटा, राइट? सो मास ऑफ वन मोल का कितना हो जाएगा? वन मोल ऑफ प्रोटॉन कितना हो जाएगा? Na into this, Na into 1.67 into 10 raised to 24 gram. If you solve it, it will come as 1 gram. So if you take 1 mole of proton, it weighs nothing but 1 gram. It is nothing but 1 gram. 1 mole of proton weighs 1 gram. If you take 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of protons, that is nothing but hydrogen atoms. Okay, hydrogen atom also consists only protons. You can ignore the weight of electrons present in the hydrogen. So it will also come as, this is the weight of hydrogen only. Okay, so weight of 1 mole is 1 gram. Now you want to calculate moles. Moles will be given weight, how much? 600. A mass of 1 mole, mass of 1 mole, 600 gram divided by 1 gram. So this will cut and answer will be coming as 600 mole.